If you want to organize your work, your personal goals, or even your team tasks inside Todoist, projects are one of the best features to learn first. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use projects in Todoist step by step so you can set them up properly, choose the right view for the way you work, and keep everything organized without feeling overwhelmed. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more simple software guides just like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, open the Todoist app on your desktop or log in through your browser if that's where you prefer to work. Once you're inside Todoist, look at the sidebar on the left side of the screen. This is where all of your projects live. Find the project's heading, and when you hover over it, you'll see a plus icon appear. Click that plus icon to create a new project. Now Todoist will ask you to name your project. This is where you want to be specific and clear. You could name it work, personal, fitness, school, content planning, or anything else that matches what you're trying to manage. A good project name makes it much easier to find your tasks later, especially if you use Todoist for multiple areas of your life. Next, choose a color for the project. This might seem small, but it's actually really helpful because the color lets you identify the project visually in your sidebar. If you manage several projects at once, color coding makes scanning your workspace much faster and easier. Once you've chosen the name and color, click Add to create the project. Now that your project is created, Todoist gives you a few different ways to view and manage it. The first option is List View. This is the standard top to bottom layout, and it's best for simple checklists, daily chores, and any task list that works in a linear order. If you like to just see one task after another, List View is usually the simplest and cleanest option. The next option is Board View. This is a Kanban style layout with columns, and it's great if you like moving tasks through stages. For example, you could set up columns like To Do, In Progress, and Done. This view is especially useful for workflow-based projects, content creation, team tasks, or anything where tasks move through a process instead of just sitting in one list. If you're on a paid plan, you may also have access to Calendar View. This displays your tasks in a daily, weekly, or monthly grid, which is ideal for time blocking and tracking content schedules. If you're planning posts, deadlines, meetings, or any kind of time-sensitive work, this view can help you see your workload much more clearly. As your project grows, it can start to feel cluttered if everything is sitting in one long list. That's where sections come in. To keep large projects from becoming overwhelming, you can break them down into smaller components. To do that, hover at the bottom of your task list and click Add Section. Sections are a simple but powerful way to group related tasks by category. For example, a work project might include sections like admin, meetings, follow-up, and deep work. A fitness project might have sections for workouts, nutrition, and recovery. This makes your project much easier to scan and manage. Once your project starts filling up with tasks, you can also fine-tune the way everything is displayed using the view settings in the top right. This is where you control your visual workspace, and it can make a big difference in how productive you feel. One option is Group By. This lets you organize your task list by due date, priority level, or label context. Grouping helps you focus on the type of task you want to work on instead of just seeing one giant list. If you're deadline-driven, grouping by due date can be especially useful. If you want to focus on urgent work first, grouping by priority can help. And if you use labels heavily, grouping by context can make your workflow even more structured. Another option is Sort By. This controls the order of the tasks inside your project. You can sort by time if you want tasks arranged chronologically, by name if you want them alphabetized, or by Assignee if you're working with a team. Sorting is helpful when you want to bring a little more order to the project and make sure the most important items are easy to find. The best way to use Todoist projects is to combine these features based on the kind of work you're managing. Use List View for straightforward task tracking. Use Board View when your work moves through stages. Use Calendar View when timing matters. Add sections when the project starts getting bigger. And use the view settings to group and sort your tasks in a way that matches how your brain likes to work. Once you get comfortable with this, Todoist becomes much more than a simple to-do list. It turns into a flexible system for organizing your entire workflow, whether you're managing one project or 10. If this video helped you understand how to use projects in Todoist, please give it a like, subscribe for more tutorials, and let me know in the comments what app you want to learn next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.